A boat passed along the lake 2 kilometers due northeast and then 1 kilometer due north. What is total displacement of the boat, magnitude and direction? Solve the problem by geometric construction and calculation. First of all, let's write down the brief condition of a problem. Let S1 vector stands for the displacement of the boat during the first part of its journey. S1 equals 2 kilometers northeast. S2 vector stands for the displacement of the boat during the second part of its journey, 1 kilometer north. We have to find total displacement, S vector, its magnitude and direction. The first method is geometric construction. North direction is upward, east direction is to the right. 2 kilometers northeast at an angle 45 degrees to both directions. S1 vector and S2 vector is 1 kilometer to the north, S2 vector. So resultant displacement is the sum of these two vectors, and we use the triangle method of addition of vectors. So the tail of the first vector we connect with the head of the second vector. This is the total displacement S. We have to find magnitude of this vector, S, and direction. For example, the angle between northern direction and direction of S. Geometric construction like this is very inaccurate. So let us redraw this diagram using a piece of checkered paper from a student notebook. We use the scale 1 kilometer corresponds to 20 millimeters or 4 cells of the paper. Northern direction you have here and eastern direction along the x-axis. So S1 vector is 2 kilometers and according to the scale chosen 4 centimeters or 40 millimeters due northeast at an angle 45 degrees to the east. S2 vector 1 kilometer corresponds to 20 millimeters on the picture, and the resultant displacement is in red. Let us measure its magnitude, 56 millimeters, or when calculated to the reality, 56 divided by 20 gives 2.8 kilometers. 2.8 kilometers is a magnitude of total displacement. And as using a protractor, we can measure the angle between direction to the north and direction of the S vector, about 30 degrees. So we can write the result of our geometric construction. Geometric. S equals 2.8 kilometers and alpha equals 30 degrees. Well, now let us use calculation. We can see that total displacement S vector is the sum of S1 vector and S2 vector. The same formula can be written for components of these vectors, x component and y component. These two directions we choose as directions of our axes. So we can write Sx component of the total displacement is S1x component plus S2x component, and also Sy component equals S1y component plus S2y component. If we want to find the magnitude of the S vector, we can write S magnitude is square root Sx squared plus Sy squared. And if we have to find alpha, we can use this triangle. This is Sx, this is Sy. So tangent of the alpha angle equals Sx over Sy. So now we should find two components of S1 vector and two components of S2 vector. S1x. S1x is this segment, S1x, and we can write equals S1 magnitude 2 kilometers times cosine of 45 degrees, or equals 2 kilometers times cosine of 45 degrees is 1 over the square of 2. Or we can write square of 2, root of 2 kilometers. S1y is this segment, and we can write S S1y equals S1 times sine of 45 degrees equals 2 kilometers, and cosine and the sine of this angle 45 degrees is the same, 1 over the root of 2 equals root of 2 kilometers. The next vector, S2. S2x equals 0, because S2 vector is perpendicular to the x-axis. From the other hand, S2y is this segment. It equals the magnitude of S2 equals S2 equals 1 kilometer. So we have two components of S1 vector and two components of S2 vector. And we can now substitute these two components into these two formulas. Sx equals S1x root of 2 kilometers plus S2x 0. Sy equals S1y. S1y is root of 2 kilometers plus S2y. S2y 1 kilometer. Now we know two components and can use these two formulas. S magnitude square root of Sx squared. Sx squared is 2 kilometers plus Sy squared 1 plus root of 2 squared kilometers equals. Now we should take a calculator and find the result. Root of 2 plus bracket 1 plus root of 2 squared gives us 279.79, so 2.80. 2.80. We should round up this result, kilometers. And alpha, tangent alpha equals Sx root of 2 divided by x Sy root of 2 plus 1 gives root of 2 divided by root of 2 plus unit equals 0, 5, 8, 6. 0, 5, 8, 6. 5, 8, 6. So alpha equals arc .36 degrees. 30.36 degrees. So, geometric method gives us the result almost the same as calculation. Of course, geometric method is not so accurate as calculation, but because of our attempt to make this drawing the best, we have very good correspondence between our results. The problem is solved.